my confident and generous Leo friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Leo, there's a quiet resolve in you right now, a tension that doesn't shout but hums beneath your usual confidence. You might sense it most in the morning, that subtle urge to keep moving forward paired with a question you can't quite put into words. It's not dissatisfaction. It's more like a restlessness that comes from wanting something to feel complete, but knowing the pieces aren't all in place yet. Maybe you're holding space for something that hasn't arrived, or you're carrying the weight of responsibility for others, feeling the pressure to keep things on track. There's a sense of being relied upon, and with it, a silent wish for someone to notice how much you're quietly carrying. No one sees the patience it takes to keep showing up, to do the things that need doing. There's pride in your steadiness, but also a longing, perhaps for recognition, perhaps for a simple pause where the world lets you catch your breath. Underneath, you might feel the tension of wanting to trust your own pace, even as the world seems to ask for more. The week opens with a gentle but persistent question. Can you honor your own rhythm while still being present for those around you? In this landscape, the Knight of Pentacles appears, not as a title, but as a mirror for your inner state. The careful, methodical energy you bring into each day is not lost on the universe. You're moving through life with a focus on reliability. You're the one who remembers the details, who keeps the wheels turning when others would let things slide. There's a quiet satisfaction in this, but also at times a loneliness. You're the one who stays up late making sure nothing is forgotten. Your dedication is rooted in care, not just for outcomes, but for the people and projects that depend on you. Still, this steady approach can feel isolating. While you move forward step by step, you might wonder if anyone else truly understands the discipline it takes to keep going. The emotional landscape is rich with both pride and a hidden weariness. You're not looking for shortcuts. You want things to be built to last. Yet there's a subtle tension in holding so tightly to your routines. Sometimes the very structure that gives you security can start to feel like a cage. You may notice yourself becoming attached to patterns, repeating the same reassuring rituals, making the coffee just so, organizing your workspace, ticking off each task. These become small acts of self-assurance in a world that doesn't always offer certainty. The unspoken tension lies in the gap between your deep desire for accomplishment and the slower, more deliberate progress you're willing to allow. You might feel torn between wanting things to move faster and the understanding that real growth takes time. There's quiet wisdom in your patience, but also a yearning for a sign that your efforts matter. This is not the week for flashy gestures or sudden moves. Instead, the energy is about showing up again and again, trusting that your careful approach plants seeds that will eventually take root. The emotional posture is one of quiet commitment, underscored by a longing for acknowledgement and a subtle hope that your constancy will be recognized. As you move through this week, your inner steadiness starts to shape the external path before you. The rhythm you establish creates the foundation for what unfolds next. It's like the slow, repetitive practice of a musician's scales, tedious perhaps, but necessary for the music to come. Because you're willing to keep showing up, to do the work others overlook, you create openings for new possibilities to emerge. The tension between your patience and your longing acts as a kind of catalyst, drawing out events that ask you to balance reliability with receptivity. Your careful approach sets the tone, but it also invites new dynamics, moments where you're asked to step outside your comfort zone, or to accept that not everything can be controlled. The path ahead is shaped by the pressure you put on yourself, but also by the opportunities that arise when you let the structure breathe. You're building something, even if it's not visible to others yet. The unfolding of this week is a response to both your steady efforts and your hidden hopes. Soon the Four of Wands arrives, and with it, a shift in the landscape. There's momentum gathering, not in the form of chaos, but as a sense of arrival, a brief pause where the pressure gives way to connection. You may notice small celebrations, moments where your efforts are acknowledged, or invitations to join in with others who appreciate what you bring. This isn't about grand recognition, but about feeling seen in simple ways. Maybe a colleague offers thanks, or a loved one notices the care you put into daily life. There's friction, though, in letting yourself receive this. After so much time spent in self-reliance, it can feel vulnerable to step into the circle and let others witness your contributions. The week carries a push and pull between wanting to remain in your familiar routines and the gentle urge to join in, to be part of something larger than your own efforts. There's an active pressure to balance your need for order with the joy of shared experience. Sometimes, the very stability you create for others becomes the platform for your own sense of belonging. The Four of Wands highlights the momentum that builds when individual dedication is woven into a larger tapestry. You may find yourself at the threshold of new connections, or at the center of small gatherings, moments that ask you to soften to let in the warmth of community. The friction comes not from outside demands, but from your own hesitation to trust that you can rest even briefly in the company of others. These moments of acknowledgement, however fleeting, offer relief from the heaviness of doing everything alone. Yet it may take effort to let go, to believe that it's safe to be celebrated. The week's events respond to your inner steadiness, challenging you to embrace both your reliability and your right to be received. The path is neither entirely solitary nor entirely communal. It is a dance between structure and spontaneity, effort and ease. What becomes possible from here is not guaranteed. It depends on how you meet the invitation that's been extended. The warmth and recognition you experience, however small, are not the end of the story. They are openings, not conclusions. The deeper potential of this week is found in how consciously you allow yourself to reflect and adjust. If you move through these days with awareness, if you notice the interplay between your constancy and the support of others, the ground becomes fertile for something new to take root. These moments are not just rewards for hard work, they are chances to see your life from a broader perspective, to consider what you truly want to build. The next movement is not about pushing harder, but about pausing to consider what's growing from your efforts. The invitation of the Seven of Pentacles is subtle. It asks you to look at what you're cultivating, to notice where your energy has gone, and to gently assess if it's leading you somewhere you want to be. Growth, in this sense, is not a promise or an outcome to be chased. It's a process of tending, observing, and allowing space for change. There's room now to step back, to take stock, to notice which parts of your routine feel nourishing and which feel depleting. The potential here is quiet but profound. If you can meet the moment with openness, you may find that the seeds you've planted are beginning to sprout, even if only in small ways. The week offers you a gentle window to realign your efforts with your deeper values. It's less about achieving and more about noticing, about letting yourself feel satisfied with progress, however incremental. From this place, growth becomes an invitation to continue to adjust, to trust that your careful tending is enough. All three cards, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and Seven of Pentacles, speak together in a single voice this week. They remind you that your steady efforts matter, even when they go unseen. The path you walk is shaped by the care you bring, by the willingness to show up even when applause is absent. Yet you are not meant to journey alone. Small moments of recognition, brief pauses to celebrate, are as important as the work itself. The The friction between self-reliance and receptivity is not a problem to be solved, but a rhythm to be lived. If you can let yourself receive, even for a moment, the support and warmth of others, you create space for new growth to emerge. And when you pause to reflect, to consider what your efforts are truly building, you give yourself permission to adjust your course. There is no pressure here to change everything at once. The reassurance lies in knowing that your pace is valid, your progress real. You are building something that lasts, and the satisfaction you seek may be closer than you realize. This week, let the rhythm of effort and ease carry you. Trust that your patience is planting seeds, even if the results are not yet visible. In the quiet moments between tasks, you may sense a deepening, a subtle, steady confidence that comes from honoring your own way. The integration of steadiness, connection, and reflection creates a foundation you can return to again and again. No need for grand gestures, what you bring is enough. Actionable insights for Leo this week. Try making space for a small pause before each new task, just to notice how you feel. Let yourself accept a simple gesture of thanks or acknowledgement without explaining it away. See if changing just one routine, however minor, brings a sense of lightness to your day. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I show up for myself, one steady step at a time. My efforts matter, even when no one is watching. I let in warmth and I let myself rest. I trust the rhythm I'm creating is enough. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.